Ladies and gentlemen, guys and dolls, ladies and gentle hams. My name is Tony. This is Pod Tiki, where today we're making one of the most famous drinks, one of the most ubiquitous drinks out there. Anytime you walk into a bar that doesn't necessarily serve tiki or tropical drinks, and you ask the bartender, I don't know, man, can you make me something tiki? Chances are you're going to get a jungle bird. It's the easiest thing to make, and it tastes delicious, and that's why it's become so ubiquitous. It's people that aren't even into tiki drinks can make this with simple ingredients, and we're going to do it right here. And there's a reason why it's become one of the most popular drinks to make for people to branch into tiki and tropical drinks, and also for people that are into tiki. It's a great archetype or example of what the drink should look like, taste like. It hits all the flavor notes, it hits all the garnish notes, it hits all the visual aesthetics that a tiki drink should. May possibly be the perfect tiki drink. If you're saying there needs to be a cliche to prove the rule, right? So we're gonna get into it. I talk all about the history of it coming from the Malay states, Malaysia, over in Southeast Asia. Jeffrey Ong created this drink for the Kuala Lumpur Hilton, which, yes, once again, we got another Hilton in here. Anytime that there's enterprising to be had in the tropics, you can bet that Conrad Hilton has dipped his little filthy toe in it. So, his little filthy rich toe, I should say. But I talk all about that in the podcast, so I'm not going to go into it too much here. It was created as a welcome drink for the hotel, and honestly, it makes the perfect welcome drink because it's not too hard, it's not too crazy, it's not too exotic, it's not too this, not too that. It sits right in the middle. Pretty much, it's the Goldilocks of cocktails for tiki drinks right here. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into the ingredients. First thing we're gonna need is some dark Jamaican rum. You guys know that I usually like Myers, but I have Karuba on hand. The differences are negligible. This is a really great dark Jamaican rum. This blended black Jamaican rum, it's pretty much become the tiki rum. But it's really does, these style of rums, these dark Jamaican rums, they really do open up in a cocktail. You might take a sip of it and think, well, this is not something I'm gonna, I would sit and drink on, but that charred kind of caramelized sugar, molasses, and the dark fruit, like dark dried fruit notes, they really come out in a cocktail when this gets to open up a little bit. We're gonna compare it with an unlikely companion, a liqueur that finds its heritage in the same place I do, Italy, and that is Campari. Our old friend Gaspari Campari, he's back. Oh, Gaspari Campari, where are we? So he's right here. Everybody should know about Campari at this time. It's an Italian bitter liqueur. It's got herbs and spices, and not spicy like a falernum, but more of like a fruity, herby kind of ness to it. Very bitter, but again, opens up in cocktails. Really good. Anybody who likes a Negroni, that's what you're tasting in there. So we're going to need pineapple juice. The industry standard has pretty much become these little cans of Dole. Fresh pineapple juice. I've done it both ways, and usually I say fresh is always better, but this is 100% pineapple juice, and it's unsweetened, which is what you want. And getting fresh pineapple juice without costly kitchen equipment is a pain in the butt. I don't recommend it. I don't try it. 1 star. Will not try again. We're going to need some fresh squeezed lime juice, which is right hither. Fresh squeezed lime juice, and then some cane syrup. This is not what's in here. I just reused my bottles. Although Liber & Co. Passion fruit syrup has been my favorite one that's not homemade on the market, so I'll give them a free plug. But this is just my 1-to-1 raw cane sugar and water simple syrup. I suggest always using a homemade simple syrup. There's no reason to buy something from the store with those preservatives and high fructose corn syrup and all that in there. So here we're going to go. The great thing about this drink, you see I got my Jungle Bird tiki mug out here, but we're not going to use a tiki mug this time because I want to show the elegance and the brightness of this, the reddish hue of this drink, the scarlet color of this drink, with a slight sliver of a foamy head on top from the pineapple juice. It's such a delightfully looking drink as well as stunningly delicious as well. We're going to start off 2 ounces. 2 ounces. We're going to start off, and then I take a long pregnant pause. So when are we starting, Tony? When exactly are we starting off? We're starting off right now with 2 ounces of pineapple juice. I'm going to put that right in there. 2 ounces of pineapple juice to a ½ ounce of lime juice. ½ ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice right there. ½ ounce of cane syrup, cane sugar syrup. Just regular simple syrup. I just happen to use raw cane sugar because I prefer that over the granulated stuff that's got all those, sugar is not really white. They do something to it to make it look like that. Then we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of Campari. 3/4 ounce of that. You got to be careful with Campari because it does have a bitterness to it. And if you go a little too far over, you're going to end up slightly throwing the balance of the cocktail off. And it's not bad. I like Campari, so it doesn't bother me. But we want it to be nice and balanced with the other flavors of the drink. Your dark Jamaican rum. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of dark Jamaican rum. You see, this is not an overly rummy drink. It's just 1.5 ounces, regular old pour. 1.5 ounces of that. Right in the bin. Alright. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. And guess what? I didn't forget the ice this time. It's right here. So we're just going to go ahead and toss that in there. Make sure that you don't get any of the melted water ice on the bottom. That should be good there. Shake this bad boy up and strain it into a rocks glass. I like mine in a Collins glass as well, but since I'm using a garnish today, I'm not going to use the Collins glass. It doesn't quite fit on there as well. Now, you'll see some versions of this drink just served on the rocks. I just like to strain it the way it was originally served. It was strained in almost like a bird-shaped coupe glass, almost like a daiquiri. Nowadays, it's usually on the rocks. I like to split the difference and put it into a glass with a large cube. This way you don't, not only do you not dilute the drink, but you also don't dilute the color profile. You want it to be nice, scarlet. Look at that. Oh man. Look at that. I'm going to put a pineapple frond on there. Look at how beautiful in the light that color is. Especially like in a nice dimly lit bar. It almost doesn't come out as well on the camera there, but it's really got a nice reddish hue to it. So pretty. So we'll stick. Now the cool thing about the Jungle Bird is because it's a stereotypical tiki drink, we're going to stereotype the hell out of this with the garnish, right? Now the original garnish called for orange, lime, and a cherry. I went ahead and threw some pineapple on there. I went ahead and used my little flamingo skewer to lay that right on top there. We're going to go ahead and put the straw in there. And then why not? How about an umbrella for good measure, huh? Just to kind of overdo it. Let's make it tiki as hell, right? Bam. And there you go. There you go. That is deliciously. I don't like using the word refreshing for alcoholic drinks, but it almost is refreshing. It's summery, but it's got a little hint of the bitter in there, which makes it taste like more of a craft cocktail. The rum is opened up, but it's not forward. It's in there. It's just a really good. The pineapple juice is not overdone. It's not really fruity. It's except for the dark fruits that are in the spirits. It's so good, and there's a reason why it's the go-to drink. I can literally get in trouble drinking these all night because they're so delicious. Yeah, I mean, why mess around with perfection? It's a great drink, and I understand now it's so easy to make. All bars have the ingredients, and it's indicative of exactly what a tiki drink should be. So I'm all about it. Thank you to Jeffrey Young for creating it. Thank you for all the bartenders around the world for pushing it on us every time we don't know what we want. But we want something that's kind of tropical and tiki. Here, how about Jungle Bird? And it works every time. So my name is Tony. This has been Pod Tiki. Thank you for watching. If you want to catch the full episode of the Jungle Bird podcast, the podcast I did on the Jungle Bird, then you want to go to podtiki.com and check out that. You can also go to Spotify. You can go to iTunes. You can go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio. You can go to Facebook, Instagram. We have a bio site link in my Instagram account, which takes you to all the stuff. Please check out YouTube, where we have Inside the Mug is our YouTube video only show, which you might notice that I'm wearing the same shirt I'm wearing now because I'm about to get done with this and go do that. So, well, I have a lot of fun doing that. The last month of shows has been really good. I don't know if people like to watch these things in order, but if you're watching this when it comes out, we just had a great interview with Shannon Mustafa. Go check that out. We also did her Isla de Pina cocktail in the last episode, so go check all of the interviews out. We interviewed the Luau lads, so we have a bunch of stuff up there right now. Go check out all our past stuff. Really appreciate all the new followers, all the new listeners. Please reach out, let me know if there's a drink that you guys want me to do, or something that you know that maybe I missed, or actually, I don't need to ask for that. You guys are very, the Facebook crowd anyway, is very adept at letting me know when they disagree with me. But that's all part of the love of the genre, right? You get out there and you swap stories, and it's all in good fun. At least it is from my end. I don't know what theirs. But if you want to check out everything I do, it's just type in Pod Tiki all over the place and you'll find it. You can check out my personal page at rum_poet, pod_tiki for Instagram. I think I said all of that already. Make sure you go to Surfside Sips and peruse their glass strawware. You can get custom stuff. You can get packs of pre-made straws to bring with you on vacations, give away as gifts. They're awesome. I think he even has carriers and cleaners and all the stuff you need. Custom stuff is great. This bamboo straw I'm using right now is actually a Surfside Sips product. I love them. They're machine washable. They're durable. They're amazing, and they're environmentally friendly. When you go there, type in Pod Tiki, all one word, all caps, PODTIKI at checkout, and that's going to grab you 20% off, and it's going to let him know that you heard it from me, and I get a little something on the back end. That's how we keep the pineapple slicing over here. You know what I'm talking about? You can also go to our Patreon account if you want to drop $3 a month to support the show. I got some perks coming. Just haven't had a chance to get them up and running yet, but I promise. So shout out to the people on the Patreon. And I guess that's it for me. I'm gonna take my Jungle Bird. I'm gonna go sit my ass outside and record this next episode of Inside the Mug. So check it out on YouTube. We'll see you guys next time. Peace. Keep it tiki.